Welcome everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new Def Leppard box set, simply called Volume 3, just released on June 11th of 2021, and it's the third in a series of 4 box sets that collects together the complete recorded output of the band, at least so far. This one here's got 6 CDs in it, and it's got 3 studio albums from the 2000s, the era that this focuses on, plus 3 bonus discs in here, B-sides, more studio covers and live covers. And before we dive into all that though, if you are new to my channel and you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please click the button. Also leave a comment, hit like, all those things help support my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And as an added bonus, if you subscribe, you'll be able to stay up to date on all that's going on in the world of music, just like this with taking a look at the brand new Def Leppard box set. And so just a little bit of background on the band so that we understand what all of this is and where it comes from. They formed in 1977 as part of the new wave of British heavy metal, but they would go on to be part of the glam metal scene and of course rise above all that to just be one of the biggest rock bands in the world. In 1980, they released their debut album, On Through the Night. Their second album, High and Dry, was released a year later in 1981. That was the first album produced by Robert John Mutt Lange, who of course would take the band to even bigger heights later on their next 2 albums. High and Dry was certified double platinum. In 1983, it saw the release of their 3rd studio album, Pyromania. This was the first album to feature new guitarist Phil Collen in the lineup. The album itself is certified diamond for sales of 10 million copies in the US. And in 1984, during a horrible car crash, unfortunately, Rick Allen lost his arm. But not to be detoured, the band roared back in 1987 and returned with their biggest album to date, Hysteria. This would also be the last album to feature original guitarist Steve Clark in the lineup. He would pass away in 1991. Hysteria has since been certified diamond for 12 million sales in the US and has sold over 25 million copies worldwide. And for the 1992 album Adrenalize, they recorded it as a 4-piece and without Robert John Mutt Lange. Still though, the album itself would be certified for triple platinum in the US. And then for the tour, they hired former Dio and Whitesnake guitarist Vivian Campbell. And the lineup has since remained stable, and they've recorded 7 more studio albums in the last 29 years, with sales totaling over 100 million copies. So, as I mentioned, this collection here is box set number 3. So volume 1 of this box set, which I have a separate review on my channel, I'll leave a link in the description below. This one focused on the 80s, and it has the albums On Through the Night, High and Dry, Pyromania, and Hysteria. Then for volume 2, this one here, again, a separate review on my channel, and I'll leave a link in the description below, focused on the 90s, so Adrenalized, Retroactive, Slang, and Euphoria. Which brings us to the one we want to talk about, Volume 3, which focuses on the 2000s. And this one here has the albums X or 10 from 2002, Yeah from 2006, and Songs from the Sparkle Lounge in 2008. So this one here, quite interesting. The whole thing overall, you can see the back side of this showing the albums just like the way the other packaging is done in the individual track listing and the continuation of the band logo. Let's grab the first 2 of these and put them together along with this one so we can see we're now, 3/4 of the way through. We'll get the other one here with the next one, which will collect together all of the 2010s when it comes out. And the first album that is included in this one, X or 10, depending upon how you want to call it, which was their 8th studio album. And this one was titled X because it was the 10th overall album if you take into account Retroactive and Vault. It was also a departure from their sound itself, moving away from what we knew them as, that layered guitar sort of sound from the 80s, into a more pop genre. This would also be the first album, though, that drummer Rick Allen would actively take a part in the writing process. The next one was Yeah from 2006, 9th studio album. This one here featured all cover songs, mostly of the 70s era British, classic rock period. This one here, the sleeve on it, fairly interesting. Has one of their write-ups that they like to do on it, but I really like these reproduction album covers that has all the band members instead on them instead of the original artists and so forth. So pretty cool that they do that. And then the next one being Songs from the Sparkle Lounge. This one is not a gatefold. 10th studio album, and featured title reference at least was to the backstage tuning room that they had set up when they were touring for the Yeah album. And this was in an attempt to speed up the process for making the next album. It was where they could demo and go through all of that sort of stuff, shorten the time between making albums. As we all know, Def Leppard takes a really exorbitant long time making albums. Still, this one took 2 more years since the release of Yeah in 2006 for this one to come out. Now, aside from those 3 original albums, this box set also has 3 bonus discs in it, and that's really the key here. That's the thing that's of most interest, at least to me. This one in particular, B-Sides, features 12 songs on it. It's got radio edits, alternate versions, outtakes from album sessions, and home recorded demos. The sleeve of which the CD is in is simply just white, so nothing extra there. Not sure why they didn't go a step further to create something, except this disc has never existed before, so just comes like that. The next bonus disc in here is Yeah 2, a companion album to Yeah from 2006. There's the back side of that. This one too, also just a black sleeve on it. This one here, though, really interesting. It's a studio album with 19 additional cover songs on it, recorded over the years spanning from 1992 to 2006. So 14 years, longer period than just what this box set covers, which is the 2000s era. Now provides a more holistic picture of what the original cover album Yeah was intended or trying to do, which is to show the band's influences. They had always recorded cover songs for B-sides and tribute albums, and now those are all collected together here. And so what I really like, though, is that one, the band has always done really interesting covers, making it their own, but now getting this disc in here, it's almost like getting an entire brand new album. No, it's not new studio original songs, but it is a studio album of cover songs, and only a few duplicate through what I already have on some other things. So it's a really, really interesting listen. And next, the last or third bonus disc that is in here is called Yeah Live, second companion album to the Yeah album from 2006. There's the back side of it. Features a collection of 8 live covers recorded throughout the band's 44-year career. This one has some photos and stuff on it, unlike the other 2, so not sure why the others didn't do it, but you have that. This spans from 1983 to 2006, and really cool. It features 3 songs with Queen guitarist Brian May playing with them at all different times too. Travelin' Band from 1983, recorded on the Pyromania tour. That's a Creedence Clearwater Revival song. Now I'm Here from 1992, Queen cover, and that's from the Freddie Mercury tribute concert. And 20th Century Boy from 2006, which is a T-Rex cover song. So very, very cool. Now let's take a look at this book. An excellent book in here. Just like the others. If you've seen the others, then you know what this is here, but I'm just going to thumb through it. Great write-up on each of the albums and different things and track listings. It's got the original album art that's included in here on this. But just a lot of great stuff. Mostly it's for that write-up and everything that's in here that just makes this completely worthwhile. So you do get this really amazing book with it. Bottom line on this thing here, while it does duplicate 3 albums that I already have, you can see them in the background there. I've got them in the jewel cases. These here, are different in the way that they present the art. You can see if you reference this one here, the white or the black ink on white, whereas this one behind me is the white ink on black. So things like that, the fact that, Yeah is a gatefold here, whereas obviously the jewel case does not replicate that sort of a thing. So there's differences in the way that the art has been presented. They're packaged differently. Fantastic accompanying book. That in and of itself too makes this worthwhile. But what is really the bonus to this is that inclusion of those 3 bonus discs. All of that content, I think, makes it worthwhile to add this to your collection. And hopefully you'll give it a shot, check it out, see if those bonus tracks and everything, the additional stuff, is worthwhile for you. Certainly was for me. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. If you're still watching it at this point, hopefully you really enjoyed the video. Share it out on social media to somebody that you know. Maybe they will enjoy it as well. And I hope everyone has a great day. Take care, and I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye, everyone.